and welcome to Design and Business Conversations for Creatives. I'm Cheyney and today I'm chatting with Pippa from Shout & Co.
Hi.
Pippa and I met years ago at markets back in my Camilco days when I had soaps and candles, and Pippa had ceramics, and we've kind of grown together over the years, and we've actually worked together on projects. You did some styled photography for Camilco, designed by Cheyney, also my headshots, which I was very happy with because I'm not, photos of myself, I'm not like loving them, but you did a great job. And more recently for the book, you did some style mood shots, and I'm absolutely obsessed with your style.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're a creative genius, like I mean it, creative genius. This isn't a weird thing to say. I want your eyeballs in my head.
Like, you can have them.
So that's creepy.
Very well.
It's so creepy, but
Context.
I'm just in absolute awe of everything you produce, everything that I see on socials. I'm just like, nailed it every single time. So I wanted to have you on, and I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about yourself, your business, and your process.
Yeah. So I am 30-something. I've got 2 kids, a hubby. We've been married for about 8 years. Yeah, so it's
shout out to Bevan.
Yes,
shout out to Bevan. He's great.
We live on the North Shore in Auckland, and we have our business, Shout & Co, and that's what we do, and it's a family thing. Our kids get involved in all of our photo shoots. It's really fun.
What do you offer as a business?
We're all about digital marketing. We called Shout & Co because our ultimate thing is to help people shout about their businesses, and not in a noisy kind of way, but really in like, look at this amazing stuff that we want you to really love what you're doing and put it out there and help everyone else love what you're doing. So we do digital marketing, we do photography, product and food, we do videos and headshots, and basically all of your digital content that we then roll up and present beautifully on social media.
Awesome. My first question for you is, why did you start your biz?
It came about because I had left the warehouse because I was going to have my second kid, and I just didn't want to go back. I felt like it was a perfect opportunity for me to start something for myself. And so I wanted to bring my passion together, and I wanted to do something that was virtual, digital, that I didn't have to actually sit in someone's office to do. And so that, coupled with the fact that it really is a very small business focused idea, that's basically why I wanted to start it and why I wanted to do it.
Cool. I can totally relate to that, having flexibility and creative freedom outside of kind of the confine of being employed is just magical. And I think most people here who are watching, if they're creative entrepreneurs, will understand that, but also not want to go back.
No, not at all.
Cool. Okay, so my next question for you is, what has been your favorite project?
This one might be a bit controversial, but one of our favorite clients is a funeral home. And it's been my favorite because, I've got loads of favorite clients. You obviously being one of them, because, and I'll get to it as to why we love working with a specific type of client. But my favorite client has been this funeral home because they get to take us into a world that you would never get access to if you weren't there supporting them with their digital marketing, and so because we get to see some crazy things, we've actually been invited to do days with them where we get a backstage pass to funerals and all the stuff that happens behind the scenes.
Wow. Yeah.
It's been really amazing to be in this position where we get to support businesses who are doing some amazing things in industries we would never have even considered finding out more about.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
So, but we work with some amazing, and we've seen all sorts of things from having worked with so many different types of businesses. So it's one of my favorite things about the job.
That's cool. Who would be your dream client?
Our dream client, it's probably not one specific person or business, but it's more around how we work with that client that makes them
I
ideal.
completely understand. Yes.
A dream,
Yeah.
It's the type of client that says, it's not necessarily about budget, like, it's an endless budget, because it's not about that, but it's about, here's some product, or here's what we do. We want you to photograph it or capture it or work with us with no brief. It's sort of like, and you do that all the time, which is amazing. You give us your product and you trust us implicitly.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's not really about a person. It's about different types of people who just say to us, here's our staff, there's no brief attached. We trust you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's very difficult to find that.
And that's why I come to you, because I trust you, and I'm like, I know that you're going to do far better on this than I would have, and I don't want to put my ideas onto you either, because every time I see your work, I like it because it's your work and it's your eyeballs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to pigeonhole you, and I'm the same. I enjoy that with clients as well, when they come to you and they're trusting your skills and your ability, and they're just saying, I love what you do, can you please do this for me?
It's a great boost to your confidence, because you think, awesome, they're literally giving me their hard-earned cash to do this for them. I need to do a great job. And you end up doing a greater job than you would have considered, possible.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing that's come through in the last 2 interviews that I've done, one was with Joe and one was with Anna, so designer and artist, is they both spoke about the fit. And I think that that's absolutely crucial in this kind of client designer, client artist kind of pair, is that the fit is crucial. My 4th question is, do you have a mantra, however you say it, mantra?
Yes, I do, and it's very non-creative, which is weird, but it's fail to plan to fail.
Hang on, rewind. Say it again.
Fail to plan,
yeah.
plan to fail.
Plan to fail. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's very non-creative, because creatives like to just dive in and, but I like to plan things out. I like to know exactly where I need to be, when I need to be there, what I need to be doing. I read briefs, like, when we get a brief in from a client, I read them top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side. Like, I want to know that I've got all the props I need. I've got everything I need to know what I'm doing. And I just feel like sitting down at the beginning of the day and planning out the day and the week makes being creative so much easier.
I'm with you too.
So
I'm with you too. And there's the scatter creative, and then there's the organized creative. I'm definitely in the organized like you, as you can tell, probably in my house. Yeah, no, that's cool. My 5th question is, do you have any advice for a newbie?
Yes. It's a couple pieces, actually. The first one is, and this might sound a bit weird, but it's something that I call love your reasons, right? Okay. And so what I mean by that is, you want to become a freelance graphic designer, or you want to become a freelance creative. You need to love the reasons why you want to do that. Yeah. And it extends to so many different things. It's like, why do you want to take on this project? Love the reasons that you're taking on this project, or you saying yes to this client or no to this client, because at the end of the day, just wanting to do it for money is probably not going to be enough motivation when on those days that you just don't feel creative, on those days that you just don't feel like getting out of bed.
Absolutely.
You just don't feel like working. Your reasons will be the things that will motivate you to keep going. When you get a tough break, when someone says no, when doors close, you need to love those reasons to keep going. Some days it can be difficult. Yes. It can be a tough gig.
Yes.
The second thing is that you don't need to say yes to everything. Saying no sometimes can be so empowering and so good for your mental health.
Yes.
And for the health of your business as well.
Yes. And I resonate with that as well. I think that saying no is absolutely empowering, but it also keeps your space open for the clients that you do fit well with. So if you're taking on every single job, you might take a job on that isn't a good fit, and you're just leaving someone else who might be a good fit out the door. Solid advice. Thank you. My last question, and I'll pop the links in below. Where can people find you?
Yeah, so we're everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's our job to be everywhere. But
Shout and Co.
That's right. We're helping you shout about your business. But it's shoutandco.com. And then on Instagram and Facebook, very simple, Shout and Co.
Wonderful.
So yeah, that's us.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Pippa, for coming. It's been great to have you here. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or subscribe using the button below. Hit the notifications bell. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye. Sometimes I just stop and stare out there as well.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the sheep's butt.
Don't
put that on the edit.